Hey everybody, Travis Robbins from physicaltherapybilling.com to tell you about what I am excited about on a rainy Saturday in PA, and it is the mastermind that we are putting together. So I put together a super quick promise slide presentation for you guys to tell you about what is going on. So we just did our live event. For those of you that came to the live event, did the hot seats. It was amazing to meet you and spend time with you. For those of you that didn't, you missed out, but don't worry, we're going to give you an opportunity to make up for that. So is a mastermind right for you? So we were here in Arizona, and that is Arlen and Jeremy doing the hot seats. So if you can see the picture here, the person that is facing those guys, those are the ones that did the hot seats. That was a practice owner that was there, and they were surrounded by other like-minded practice owners and founders of physicaltherapybilling.com. And we tried to break down their practice and help them out based on metrics that they gave us during their kind of presentation or what they looked at. So let's take a look at the numbers that we looked at. So this was a breakdown that we gave them, a scorecard that we gave everybody that attended the event, the hot seat event, and it was metrics like visits, initial evaluation, stuff you guys are already looking at, units per visit, revenue per visit, active patients like to stay. This was a very good job of the person that filled this out, but not everybody was able to fill this out because they didn't know all the information, which was okay. We showed them the importance of that information, and we showed them the power of having those numbers, and we graphed them. And that was the most powerful thing. And what we heard time and time again from people that were there was that the best part was that kind of hot seat mastermind that we did. So we want to try to offer that to more people. So what does a mastermind look like? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to go through this whole page here. There's a lot of copy in here that kind of explains this in extreme detail. But what we're doing is going back to what we were founded on, which was taking a deep dive into practices and helping them out. So the important things that you got to know about this is you have to apply. So if you click on this green button, it's going to bring you over to a Google form. You have to apply to get in. There's only 12 seats for this mastermind. 4 of them are already taken by people that came to the hot seat because they were so excited about the experience that they got there that they said, I'm all in. So this will kind of go through, again, I'm not going to read through this, but this is the main part of what's going to happen. So we keep seeing over and over these main constructs that and systems that people are not putting into their practice, which is kind of holding them back. So each of these is like organized by a limiting belief, a crux, and defined success. So removing yourself from treatment. That's one of the first things we've got to do with practice owners to get them to the next level. And the limiting belief is I can't afford to take my production out of the schedule. Typically, the owners are the most productive therapists on every level. So removing the number one person in their practice is scary and can be difficult in terms of a financial decision, but improving revenue per visit and putting other systems in place will help you out with that. The crux is letting go of profitability or lack of profitability and letting go of like identifying with treatment. So we've got to help you kind of through that. And define success is you're moving yourself from treatment at least partially. Okay? So read through all these because those are the things that we keep seeing over and over again that we're excited to teach you guys. And down here, the main constructs of it are basically 4 weekly calls during the month and then a all expenses paid mastermind the way we used to do it down in Orlando. So we would rent out these huge houses. We had personal chef come in. We had yoga instructors come in. It was probably the most fun that I had doing this in over the last 7 years. So we want to go back to that. So each of these calls are going to be lined out. Some will be group calls, some will be individual calls with your one-on-one coach. You'll each have an ascent leader. So that's a one-on-one coach that works with you to make sure that you're implementing the stuff that we're teaching in all of those units, those 15 units above. And those 2 hot seats are the most powerful thing. You're going to come to those hot seats with all your metrics in place. We're going to graph them out. And we're going to make huge decisions about how your practice is going to run for the next 6 months. And then we're going to help you implement that. So if you guys have any questions about anything at all, please let me know. But we are so excited to bring this back. So Arlen and Jeremy and I, we've been wanting to do this. And we actually kind of decided this in the middle of the event. Like we had meetings at night and we were just like, wow, like we need to bring this mastermind back. And it's going to be one of the most powerful things, the most powerful thing we've ever done. So there's only 12 seats, 4 are already gone. We're looking for practice owners that are looking to grow 20 to 40% or more every year over year for the next 3 years. We want to double the size of practices. That's our big, hairy, audacious goal. This thing starts November 1st. 4 seats are gone. There's only 8 left. This is only going out to PTB clients. So the only way you can get in this mastermind is to be a client of ours. So there's only, well, we're above 60 now, but there's 60 of you, 8 spots. Figure it out. There's not many spots available. If you are ready to take a huge jump in your practice, this is something that you should apply for. And we get in, have a call, do a conversation, and see if this is a fit for you. I don't know when we're doing this again. This is something we haven't done in a while. We there's only so many of us that kind of handle these amount of coaching clients, but we want to kind of take a deep dive into practices and put some case studies together and show that what we do from a physicaltherapybuilding.com side and a coaching side actually makes improvements in people's practices and in their lives. Must apply. Click the green button to apply below. We'll get on a call, have a conversation. I'm excited to see you guys. And I am just like over the moon that we're going back to doing this. Any questions, reach out to me. As always, we'll see you at the top.